Hi everyone, my name is Laura and welcome to Book Bubbler. I've missed you guys a lot. So, where did I disappear to during Vlogmas? I was here and vlogging all the time, but my camera, as in my phone, the storage got full and I kept deleting stuff whenever I had a minute to think about it and delete things. I did that a lot, but I was still filming every day, so I was just not really making any progress. So I filmed for just over a week before I just stopped the last few days. And then I had to delete almost all of that footage because, again, I needed space in my phone. So I did not intend on just dropping off the face of the earth like a week and a half in. I really apologize. I watched a lot of your stuff, you guys. It was really good. I'm sorry. And then I was just busy, and it was life and the holidays, and then I had new clients, and then everyone and their mother wanted to come in, literally sometimes, and running around to help my mom with stuff. And then I had doctor's appointments, aside from holiday stuff. So disappeared, okay, just crazy, busy, and a full phone. So let's hope this actually works and I'll be able to save and upload this because that's where I've gotten stuck before. Anyways, these are my goals for 2022. I wrote them down somewhere. Don't know where the piece of paper is. Wrote them down in second place. Can't find that either. So I'm just going to pants it and go with what I think I remember. And it'll have to be close enough. Deal? All right. Okay, so my big goal for next year is to read 100 books. I've done that before a few times, but that's on the low side for me. This year, 2021, I'm filming this New Year's Eve about 8 p.m. I have a fabulous, exciting life. My goal was 150 books, and I didn't make it. I'm at 139 right now. I'm close to finishing several books, but I know myself, and I'm tired already, and I haven't even had a drink yet, so I don't know if I'm going to make midnight, if I'm going to be reading or not. So we're going to call it at 139. So that's only 11 books short, but I still didn't make it. I'm a little bummed. I'm a lot bummed. I'm working on it though. It's not the hugest deal. It's still 139 books, I realize, but it was a busy year. I opened a new business with Danny. My massage business got a lot busier. Health stuff for me and mom, life. So I lowered my goal to 100 next year, and hopefully that will be achievable enough for me that I won't feel badly if I don't hit it. Oh my gosh, I will anyways, but whatever. Okay, so that's my goal. I will say I'm staying on Goodreads to track everything, but I did personally jump over to Storygraph. I'm going to double up at both places. On Storygraph, I'm going to keep myself to myself. I'm not going to befriend people or anything. So if you find me over there, no offense, but I'm not going to accept your friendship. I feel really mean saying that. But I am over on Goodreads, and if you can find my photograph of myself taken in my bathroom, you're more than welcome to follow me over there. So I made that jump. I've been getting Storygraph emails for like a year now. I just never transferred my Goodreads stuff over. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Laura, you're rambling. Blah. So, okay, read 100 books is my first goal. Second, I'm participating in a few things that are year-long or almost year-long. I am rejoining the BookTube Prize again, this time only for the nonfiction section. I realize that modern fiction generally doesn't do anything for me, and I find it either just okay or annoying, and I do that to myself. And the translated fiction, the new genre this year, that doesn't really call me either. So I'm just sticking with nonfiction. My plan is to do only the first round, and then maybe the last round, we'll see, but whatever. So I'm doing the BookTube Prize. It's been a couple of years, but I'm glad to do it. Another year-long read that's being hosted by Ange at Ange's Book Chatter and Amy at BookTube with Amy is called Out of the Coffin, and it's a read-along of the Sookie Stackhouse Southern Vampire series by Charlaine Harris. Here is a book from the series. Don't know what it is, but whatever. So it's one book a month, except for 2 books in June. I don't know about the short stories in between, if that matters or not. I have to ask Ange, but I'm excited to reread this series. I've read everything except for the final book, and reading that final book was on my list of things to do for 22, so I know I'll get there. These are just fun and escapist, and I read this series right after my dad passed and my mom was going through cancer surgery and everything, so they were a great distraction for me then, and I hope they'll be a nice distraction for me now. Looking forward to it. Also, looking forward to an excuse to watch the series again because I did like it. They're very different, but I did like it. So, out of the coffin, read along. And this is just a random nonfiction nature writing book I just pulled off of my shelf right now to say I'll be reading with the Book Naturalists again. This is hosted by the fabulous Heidi at My Reading Life and Doris at Aldi Books. There's one book a month or two, and then this year, which I think is really fun and exciting, they took 4 of the months and it's going to be an author focus. So Rachel Carson is up first. I have some books coming from the library from her. Actually, maybe I have them already, don't know. But excited to participate in this again. Even though I didn't read all the books, I do own a lot of them. Everything I did read or start or whatever, I really enjoyed. So very excited to do this. And also this year, it's all female authors for nature writing, which is really exciting too. Okay, otherwise, I have a series focus I'm doing this year. So I have a bookshelf in my room. Unfortunately, the footage from this vlog that never got posted is now gone forever because it had to get deleted in my great clear out of my memory. But I have several series in there. If it's more than 3 books by an author, 3 books in the series, it's on this one particular shelf in my bedroom. So I resorted that and got rid of a few of them. I realized I wasn't ever going to read, you know, but I want to work on that. And that's my focus. Like one of them is just to read whatever I feel like reading. But then another caveat with reading any series I read this year is I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to stop after one book and, oh, I'll save them for later, a rainy day. Like, no, I want to just clear through them and get them going, read it all, just enjoy it, you know. So that's what my plan is, to read more series and then to keep rolling with it. There are a couple of exceptions, of course, because it's me and I'm all about like the cheat or whatever. If it's a really, really big chunkster, like the Outlander books, or I'm reading Eye of the World, if I need a break to not always be working on one of those in the background, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So chunksters are okay, and the In Death series by J.D. Robb. So she puts out 2 new titles in this series every year. It is in the 50s. I think there are 55 books now, or 56. Y'all, I'm on book 4. And I have all of them. So I need to work on that. So I'm going to read a few of those together and then give myself a break. That's okay for me too. Fine. And I'm counting this as a series, even though it's really not a series, but my Book of the Month Club books. I've been a member since 2016. I have not read a great many of them. For the first couple of years, I always got 2 books or 3 books, regardless of if I liked them or really wanted to read them or not. I always got as many as I could. I've been better the last year and a half or so. So I think this saved the cut, but I cleared a shelf in my living room. You guys have seen the shelves before, but I will insert footage here of either the before or the after or both from that. So there's that. Ready? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to put my Book of the Month Club books up here in a line. So here's the current state. Well, it's my poetry shelf and of course Golden Girls glasses, because who doesn't have those on their bookshelves? So here's the very top shelf. I'm going to start from over here. I'm going to leave this book on the far left. That's Rose in Bloom, I should say, not Rose and Bloom. Sounds like a last name. That's by Louisa May Alcott, and I'm going to leave that there just because with my picture railing, it fits underneath there very nicely, so I'm going to leave that there as like a placeholder. So all of these probably are going to be replaced essentially with all Book of the Month Club books. And yes, I know I have a crack in my ceiling. I'm going to show you just the whole top shelf. I am sincerely hoping that it won't actually be this many books. I have of unread book of the month club books, but it's entirely possible. Also, I'm probably going to leave all these kind of big picture books on the side here too, because I don't know, I just am. I think I just had the before and not the after. I'll have to show you guys when it's daylight out because currently it's dark in my living room. But that's what it was like before. I did not fill that whole shelf, thankfully. So I'd like to just be always reading one book of the month club book somewhere in there. I mean, I wanted to say to myself, because I am a nerd and I like doing things in order, that I would do things from oldest to newest, but that's just guaranteed to make me not want to read something because it's not the right time for whatever reason. So as long as I'm reading one book of my shelf from them, I'm fine with that. So that's pretty much it for me. Series focus, read a bunch in the row with a few exceptions, work on book of the month, read 100 books, participate in the 2 year-long read-alongs plus BookTube prize. And the other thing I'm doing right now, which is giving me a little heartburn, is I'm going through all of my books and sorting and trying to get rid of as many as I can. Now, I don't think you'll see this yet, but I did my December book haul. I just filmed that. I think I hauled 37 books. I can't do that anymore. My original goal for this first try of pulling all my books, going through everything, is 100 books. And without even trying that much, I'm sitting right around 75 right now. So I'm almost at the 100 mark. I'm going to keep going. I'm not stopping there. Absolutely not. My plans for this great unhaul. I shouldn't have a drink when I'm talking about this. Okay, so currently I'm going through read and unread books, by the way. I don't know the exact number of the total number of books in my house. It's around 4,000, I think 200 or 300, unsure. But I just checked my physical TBR, and that is currently at 2,672 titles. That's a little too many, right? I think we can all agree that's a little much. So with the 75, I didn't take anything off of my list yet eventually. So with the 75 I'm at now, I'm at roughly 2,600, right? I remember I started 2021 at 2,500 books. So that would leave me roughly 100 books up from the beginning of the year. That's not awful. I have had more than that almost every other year, so I'm fine. It's lower than it's been for a long time, but that's still a little high for me. So I am going, this is so exhausting. I do love this stuff. Sorting through books is my favorite thing. I enjoy it more than I enjoy reading almost all the time. I really truly love it, but it's overwhelming and exhausting because you have to decide all this stuff, and then you also have to have places to put things while you're sorting, and that's the crux I'm having right now. So I pulled up all of the bins from my basement that were in the non-designated book storage area. I have 35 bins, like Tupperware Rubbermaid bins, of books in the designated book area. That's for read and unread. So those are all still there. And I pulled up everything that I had stacked up randomly in the walkway or whatever, and then I just kept stacking. So there were 13 of them. Some of them were either read or unread, some were a mix of both. Regardless, I've got 3 of them empty right now, and I am just trying to sort into read and unread. I would like to eventually get my books into fiction and nonfiction, mostly in the TBR section, not in the read. I don't care about that anymore. But I would like to split it if I could, so I'm loosely grouping, stacking piles together. It's a big project. It's going to take me a little while. It's going to take me a while. I started it last weekend, and I'm only here. So I'll be working on that throughout the year, and I hope to have a decent sized number eventually. So working on that right now. I'm going to go through again all these shelves, all the shelves you guys haven't seen yet, all the bins in the basement, everything. I want to go through every single book and really be like, Laura, are you going to read this? Could you find this somewhere else quite easily? It's okay to let it go. So that's it. Those are my goals. I hope I didn't forget anything. I have rambled long enough, that's for sure. So if you have done a video, please let me know. I'd love to watch them. I'm going through and trying to catch up on everybody's things, but again, just so far behind, I'm almost ready to draw a line under it and just go start the new year fresh. But let me know. I do want to see them. I want to see your goals for the year, and yeah, wish me luck on the unhauling. It's a lot. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Happy New Year. Let's all have a healthy, safe, wonderful year filled with excellent books and seeing friends again, hopefully, and maybe some kind of an end to the pandemic. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Anyways, take care of yourselves and each other. Give yourself a big hug from me, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye.